Number 10. Indecent Proposal, directed by Adrian Lyne. You will be posed the most difficult question in this erotic drama about a couple diving into the hell of relationships. After falling from financial grace in their hardest times, they lose even more when attempting to win money in Vegas. But a mysterious millionaire might solve the problem. He'll give them $1 million if he can sleep with the wife.
I were to offer you $1 million for one night with your wife.
I'd assume you're kidding.
Let's pretend I'm not. What would you say?
Number 9.
You coming with me?
No,
Well, then you'll babysit. She misbehaves, I want you to put her over your knee, okay?
Blame It on Rio is a romantic comedy film directed by Stanley Donen, pushing the boundaries of what to show and tell audiences. Blame It on Rio follows two burned-out men having difficulties with their marriage. When they go on vacation with their daughters, things go awry. Already anticipated.
I really appreciate you not saying anything. My father's had a lot of experience, but he'd never understand this. I wish he knew, though.
Why don't you tell him?
I want your dad to.
Number 8.
I thought I'd take my first step towards what is all that French stuff? A good life, knowing when to quit.
Sabrina is a romantic comedy drama film directed by Sidney Pollack. Oh, how time changes people. Middle-class Sabrina always had feelings for Playboy David, the youngest in the wealthy Larrabee family. But as years pass, she returns to her former friends and family. When she suddenly comes back more attractive than ever, she catches everyone's attention, including David's older brother, who wants to tear them apart, and eventually falls for her too.
Oh, it's really so much better if you eat with your hands. Do you mind?
No. Ow. Not since I made that contribution to NYU burn unit.
Number 7.
You want to see my birthday cake?
It's your birthday? Seriously?
The Hotspot is a 1990 erotic thriller film directed by Dennis Hopper. In this story, we follow drifter Harry Maddox, who reaches a small town in Texas and gets a job as a used car salesman. Soon, he plots a scheme to rob the local bank. But after the rob, he quickly gets into trouble with the local authorities and his boss's wife, while he finds himself falling in love with the accountant at work.
How old are you?
I'm 19. Well, you look disappointed. Did you want me to be older?
Number 6. All That Heaven Allows, directed by Douglas Sirk. The film is a classic melodrama about a 40-year-old wealthy widow named Carrie Scott who falls in love with the much younger gardener Ron Kirby. But it doesn't take long for malicious rumors about the tender romance to spread in the small community. Carrie tries in vain to stand up to her envious environment and tries to pursue her romance with Ron.
Isn't it enough that we love each other?
No, Carrie. It isn't. It isn't enough for either of us. You're running away from something important because you're afraid.
Afraid?
Mm-hmm.
Of what?
Number 5.
I got a real great compliment for you, and it's true.
I'm so afraid you're about to say something awful.
As Good as It Gets follows the lives of Melvin Udile, an antisocial best-selling author, Simon Bishop, a gay artist, and Carol Connolly, a waitress with a very ill son. The heartwarming movie manages to impress the audience with its brilliant screenplay and phenomenal acting. Released in 1997, it stars Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, and Greg Kinnear in lead roles. It was directed by the brilliant James L. Brooks and won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Actress.
I started taking the pills.
I don't quite get how that's a compliment for me.
You make me want to be a better man.
Number 4.
Right ear. Is that what you want?
Number 3.
One more little surprise that I hope will make you very happy.
Harold and Maude is a 1971 coming-of-age dark comedy drama film directed by Hal Ashby. creating a paradox in its own right. Harold and Maude is a warm-hearted and humored comedic experience that exceeds all expectations when becoming extremely dark-twisted. When a 20-year-old boy obsessed with suicide meets an 80-year-old eccentric woman, the two begin a taboo romantic relationship as they share new perspectives on the meaninglessness of life.
I couldn't imagine a lovelier farewell.
Farewell?
Yes, it's my 80th birthday.
Number 2.
Promise me you'll never lie to me the way Charles did. Why do people have to tell lies?
Usually it's because they want something.
Charade is a romantic comedy mystery film directed by Stanley Donen, bringing to life a character dynamic that remains irresistibly charming forever. Charade follows beautiful Regina as she falls in love with dashing and mysterious since she finds him dead back home. But who could have done it? And what has her affair with Peter have to do with it?
How'd you like a punch in the nose? Stop treating me like a child.
Well, then stop behaving like one. Now, if you want to tell me what's troubling you, fine. If not, I'm tired, it's late, and I want to go home to bed.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
You know, you ask a lot of questions to be so young. Where are your parents? And how old are you?
My parents are at home, where they belong. And how old do you think I am?
25.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm 43. I'll be 44 in December.
I'm 27.
Going up.
Maria, that's pretty high.
Don't you trust me?
Of course I do.
I'm going up.
Maria, I'm twice your size. If I fall on you from that height, I'll kill you.
Trust me.
This isn't a matter of trust.
Number 1.
Benjamin, I am not trying to seduce you.
I know that, but please, Mrs. Robinson, this is difficult.
Would you like me to seduce you?
The Graduate is a 1967 romantic comedy drama film directed by Mike Nichols. This all-time classic coming-of-age dramedy tells the story of 21-year-old Benjamin Braddock, a recent college graduate who wants to hide himself from adult advice and duties to instead enjoy the playful youth. Everything goes all right when he is seduced by Mrs. Robinson, a bored housewife and friend of his parents, until Benjamin starts falling in love with another woman.